So it's Christmas. Hear the festive music in the air.
Hey everyone, so it's me again. As you know from my previous video, the narc has been trying to take down the unmasking videos. And as I've stated pretty clearly in my videos is that I'm gonna fight fire with fire. So when the narc tries to take the evidence against him down, then I will spread the evidence against him even further. I went to Reddit and thought maybe I could post the unmasking videos there. So I searched for it and it turns out that people have been posting the series there a couple of times already. But I went to the latest post about it where part 5 was posted and no other than the narc himself were commenting on this post. And he asked these stupid questions that are already answered in part 5. But I noticed this sentence that was quite contradictory. He's both asking why we're giving his lawyers a fake address, but in the very same sentence he's asking why we're not replying to his lawyers. So he's contradicting himself in the same sentence. It's like he can't decide which lie to go with, so he's go with both at the same time. And as I said, after part 5 we were done with him. We were not gonna follow anything he say or do, and as I said, he will probably make 500 pages more of slander defamation. There'll probably be another 500 pages of slander about Hannah and I in the coming years, but that really says more about him than it does about us. And so I didn't know that he was spreading this lie that we were supposedly giving him a fake address. If you looked in the pinned comments, I've already shown screenshots that I've given him my address multiple times. So Hannah and I had an idea now that Christmas is coming, and as you showed so much support and positivity towards us, we thought we could take it to the next level and also prove another lie from the narc. So as the title of the video says, I'm gonna dox myself. But after you dealt with a narcissistic psycho rapist for 2 years, he becomes quite predictable in his lies. So I can tell you my address on camera, but all he will say is that I'm lying. So instead of me telling you, I can guide you or show you how to find my address, because my address is publicly available. And I'm gonna show you how to find my address in a minute. But before I do, I'm gonna tell you our idea. And our idea is that when you've seen my address, you can write us a Christmas card and send to this address. And what Hannah and I will do is after Christmas we're gonna make a video and we're gonna show the Christmas cards and read them on camera. So I know that the narc will claim that we've written these Christmas cards to ourselves. As I said, he's very predictable. So if you could go through the trouble and after you've written the card, go to, if you have a landmark near where you live, you can bring your Christmas card and hold it up in front of the landmark so you can see the card and the landmark, and take a photo and then just hold on to the photo. Don't show it to anyone. And when we make that video after Christmas, then you can put the photo in the comment section. And if you really want to make sure that he can't claim that this is all made up and fake and stuff, you can even bring a newspaper, have the card, the newspaper and the landmark. Then he can't claim that we've been traveling around the world and done this ourselves, or whatever lie he will come up with. I think him and his very few followers think I'm some kind of mastermind that plan out these elaborate plots to fake everything. But it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. You don't even have to take the whole landmark. It's just a fun thing, and I know it will, if you want to trigger him, write us a card, because this video will trigger. And I got a few comments telling me that he was really triggered from the previous video. But as I said in part 5, I'm done with him. I'm not gonna be bothered watching anything of him. It's all just empty words anyway. And if he decides to show all this evidence he claimed to have, then I will hear about it. But he still hasn't. You have to remember that the narc was the one that wanted to do this publicly. He was the one that repeatedly stated in his videos that let's put it all out on the table and let the viewers be the judge. And I think it's safe to say that the viewers have judged him as a rapist now. While he was making these videos calling to do this publicly, we were actually trying to do it in court. And as you know, if you watched part 5, he like fled the country we sued him in. And now he's suddenly changing the whole narrative, saying that we are fleeing and that, oh, we should do this in court and this shouldn't be done publicly and stuff. Obviously, I don't appreciate him going around making it out that I don't let him have a fair trial. I think everyone deserves a fair trial, especially when accused of a serious crime. So if you can be so kind and send us Christmas cards, not only to prove this, but we like getting Christmas cards. If you can do that, then there will be no doubt that this address is legitimate. So let me show you how to find it. So I have my laptop here, and let me just start screen recording. Okay, so what you do is you can just search for personsök, which means person search. Well, actually, this is a Norwegian letter right there, so you might have a problem with that. But you can just see this first link, you can write it here. So you just go to this URL and then you search my name. And here is my address. So there you have it. I'll now dox myself, and I hope you enjoy taking part in this. If you do, and please don't leave me hanging here, or else I can't prove it. And remember, this isn't only for the people who believe us and support us. This is also for those, if there are any left, that don't believe us. Send us a card and we'll show you on camera. So I don't know what else we can do now to let him have a fair trial. We've tried to take him to court, he fled. We've done this publicly as he wanted. Then he did not show all the evidence he claimed to have. And now we've provided him with an address so he can send us legal papers, so he can have a fair trial.
All we want for Christmas from you guys are some lovely Christmas cards. And all we want from the narc for Christmas is the opportunity to watch him cry in court ourselves.
So there you have it, and just to end off the video with some more positivity, I want to tell you about our life after part 5, because the amount of love and support we've received has just been amazing. So it actually feels like part 5 was released years ago, even though it's only 6 months, because we've experienced so many things since then. Hannah's brother got married in Canada, so we went there, and on the way there we went to Toronto and met Vegan Gains. And we also met Josie in the UK, and we had people walk up to us and talk about the unmasking, how it either had helped them or they'd learned a lot about narcissism, or just positive feedback all over pretty much. And even the kitten you saw in the previous video, I saw some people thought it was our kitten, but we were actually just taking care of her for some friends who knew us just because of our videos. It has just been amazing. It's like we have friends all over the world now. Not to mention Hannah's book. The feedback has also just been really great, and that's obviously it makes Hannah happy, but it also makes me happy because I've seen how hard she has been working on that book. So it's nice to see that people recognize that. Some even buying multiple copies. So I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I guess we'll see you in the new year. Don't forget to make those vegan and Christmas card gains.
Time to count your blessings from above. Have a very Merry Christmas. Christmas time is here. Have a happy Christmas